Welcome to Branding Your Business with Seriphics, where we talk about branding with many talented and experienced designers and entrepreneurs. Let's learn together how we can improve our business through branding. Your host, the Seriphics team, will be taking you on this journey. Let's build a community together. Hey everyone, today is going to be a very insightful episode. We're going to be talking about the thin line between marketing and branding, and to do that we have no other than Akinnuga Ayobami as our guest, and he's going to be breaking down some things, going to be giving us the tea, and we're all going to be having a conversation about it. So definitely join in this conversation. Let me introduce Ayo. He's a marketing communication generalist with over 7 years experience in the marketing space. He is the co-founder of Ace Media, a digital media firm in Lagos, helping startups and small businesses strive. He is also the COO of Tramango, Africa's premium travel tech company. This is very wonderful. Let's welcome Ayobami.
Hi.
Hi. How was your day? How are you doing?
My day is going well. A very busy day because of like the holidays, back from the holidays, so a lot of
Yeah, as
going
usual.
on. Yeah, but thank God it's going well so far.
Yes, thank God. So today's topic is actually on marketing. We want to basically talk about the thin line between marketing and branding. So I think we should first of all start with the difference between marketing and branding, and also the relationship between the both of them, so that we can get an idea of how both of them are linked and different.
Okay. So, hi guys, thanks for having me. My name is Ayo. Yeah, as she said, yes, I am a co-founder of Ace Media. Yes, and CEO of Ace Media is a digital media company. Marketing for small businesses, large businesses, basically providing marketing solutions to any of the marketing problems and marketing solutions for all of the marketing products. That's it. Now, I'm CEO of Tramango operations. I head operations at Tramango basically. So now let's quickly go to what we have: marketing and branding. Yes, these are two words that I'm passionate about because they've given me money. Yes, they've given me money. I've gotten knowledge. I've grown in it. So now to 2022 will be, if I'm properly counting, it will be like, let me say my eighth year in marketing. That's when I decided to jump on marketing. I was excited about marketing officially. Let me put it that way, officially. And since then, I've worked on a couple of projects. I've worked with talents. I've worked with persons. I've worked with brands. I've worked on events, services. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I must say the first thing about marketing is not just marketing. Marketing goes deeper than marketing. Marketing is as deep as psychology. Yeah, I
Okay.
I, I I did a course on what we call consumer psychology. That gives you deeper thought to how consumers respond to all of the actions pertaining your business. So that's how deep marketing is. So it goes deeper than you selling to them, and it is as deep as trying to understand why they behave and how they behave to you selling to them. So now the thin line between branding and marketing, they're very close. Yeah, I don't know. I think they're close because of how the marketing sphere in Nigeria is. We most times switch a lot of things. Yeah, like
Yeah.
our definition of some things. Yeah, but I won't. I'm a Nigerian. I won't. I like what's even happening now in Nigerian space. We decide things for ourselves, pick from the white guys and refine things, which is very fine. It
Yeah.
works for us, yeah. Because
Yeah.
normally branding and marketing are not even, they are not alike, but because of how small businesses are, because of our economy, a lot of persons have small businesses and they try to switch branding for marketing and try to switch marketing for branding. So I'll just have
Yeah.
clarity on what it's all about. Now, first thing you have to know about branding is you trying to create a perception of your product, of your service in the mind of your customers. Let me just put it that way. Perception means how they feel, what they think, how they reason about your product and your services, using some things Now,
Yeah.
what I mean by using some things to achieve that now is when I say using some things, what are the things you use to achieve the conception you build in the mind or perception you build in the mind of your customers? Now, you sell orange. You want to make sure your customers know that you sell orange. How does branding go? What are you using to communicate that you sell orange? How does your design say you sell orange? What does your logo say? What
How
communication
how
terms are
does your
you
copy
using?
go?
Exactly. How far does your copy go? What does it say? You don't want to be selling orange and you're using pink on your design, or you're using
Mm-hmm.
exactly. So just those are very those things. The thing is now people don't know how far branding now what how far branding does to the mind of people, because people don't know that the branding lives the branding is the human being of your business when you are not there.
Yes.
Branding is the extended and is what keeps your product in the mind of your clients, of your customers. Now, I'll quickly touch what marketing is. Very simple. Marketing, yeah, is just an action that sells your products. Is advertising, sells your product. You see, it's different from branding. Branding is the actions or the things you do that creates the perception of who you are or what your business is in the mind of your customers using some things. So you see, it's different. Marketing is basically promotion and selling. But now, as a small business, as a big business, you need to make sure you use the tool to achieve a goal. Because as you are selling, which is as you are marketing, you're marketing using your branding features to create the lasting perception in the mind of
Exactly.
your clients. So if you're selling orange, now let me give you an example. I sell orange. I want my orange to be well known. I can go as far as doing stickers on my orange, selling them in beautiful paper bags. I mean, no one sells orange like that in Lagos. So if I do that in paper bag, now because of I've branded my logo, my fonts are saying sweet things about my orange. You know that sometimes you want to buy some things and the font calls you, the color calls you before you're in contact with the product. That's what branding does for you. How you communicate it. How your copies. Why are you saying through your copies? Are you a masculine product and you are using feminine fonts and feminine colors to sell your products? That's not possible. That cannot work.
Yeah, it
Are you
can work.
selling, are you selling male shoes and you're using pink to design? Can't work now.
Yeah.
So that's just the quick definition and difference between branding and marketing, basically.
One thing I took note of, and I think this summarizes it nicely. Branding basically shapes your identity while marketing drives your sales. Yeah. When it comes to the similarities, both of them make use of copy, both of them make use of like language, maybe designs and stuff like that.
Yeah, I usually divide the, like you said, there are some key things that you use to create the perception in the mind of customers. So I usually divide it into the visual and the non-visual aspect. So I think the non-visual aspect is actually what ties it to marketing, because then you start talking about messaging, brand messaging, brand voice, copywriting, all those things. And like that's mainly what like the marketing side of your business needs, when it comes to being branded. So yeah, that's actually insightful. So we can say that the relationship between the two now is the fact that you need the visuals to convey the message, right, that you want to convey when you're marketing. Am I right?
Yes, you're correct.
Yes. So do you have an experience of like, say someone came to you, they want to like market their product, maybe they sell shoes, and like they don't have a logo, they don't have color schemes, they don't have anything, like they just came and like with many pictures of their shoes and like they want to market it. Have you had such experience before?
Definitely now. As
Can you share with us how you handled it?
Okay, sure. Because of my little experience, I've been opportune to work with uh, if I'm putting a rough estimate, over 30, maybe more than 30 businesses that are doing fine, very beautiful. Some of them are raking in money in thousands of dollars now, and I thank God for that opportunity to have seen them go
Yeah.
to that age. Now, some of these businesses, the thing now is that because of how Nigeria is a okay, over 54% of us are within the age range of 18 to 35. So that's like a working, it's very serious. Yes, I think 54. That's a very dangerous working population, and majority of us, not them, because I'm in that population. Majority of us are jobless, no job. So that forced us
Yeah.
to be doing a lot of small business. So that's why you see a lot of small businesses everywhere. Instagram, everywhere, people are doing small businesses. Now, this is it. Now, what I'm going to now is over 60% of those persons don't know how to start a business. They don't know how important brand and marketing is. Now, takes me to if I have met someone. Yes, I've met people. I've met a lot of persons. I even know I have a client that once reached out to me to sell shoes, and I just have shoes and I want to sell them. I have someone that started a food business. I know how to cook, but I don't know what to do. And we had to go around from your logo to your font. We started from scratch, and right now she's doing beautifully well. She's doing beautifully well. So there are a lot of persons that have this knowledge, how to start a business, knowledge, and everything. So in Nigeria, you say a lot. I've shoe business. I have shoe. I don't know what to do. I want to sell them. Even a lot of businesses. So I've had the experience, yes. But when those things come on here, because of I know that they don't know, that's my job now. I'm not only executing for them. They understand the essence of the execution, because that's the only way they can put effort into what they are doing, or see an angle to the importance of what you are doing for them. Because some clients, when you tell them, you want to change logo, they will argue with you. Don't change my logo. So it's your job as a marketing person, a communications person, to give them reasons why they do it, and the importance it stands, or the importance they get for their business if they do it. Now, that's the value of them changing it. When they see the reason, they don't just look like, this person just wants to change my logo. Some people's logo can be personal to them, but giving them reasons why we need to tweak this, so because this is our goal and this is our company mission, and we need to be looking like this. It makes a lot of sense than just changing. So I think that's it.
Yeah, there's even a quote I found which says marketing strategies change, but branding is forever. What do you think about the quote? What's your opinion on that quote?
Okay. Yes. Branding is constant, but marketing is not exactly. But the thing again is, I can prove that quote wrong, because sometimes branding can be tweaked along the line. Sometimes your company outgrows what the goal you set it for. If you look at when Coke started in 1900 about the brand is set that time may have been little tweaked to what they have now, but something is still constant. How calligraphy the logos are, how the bottles are positioned. The bottles before are not the bottles now, and the bottles are a part of the branding. Yes, like a very important part of branding. But you see, the colors have not changed, the logos have not changed, and so that quote can be right, that quote can be wrong. That sometimes your brand, I'm saying this so that persons don't restrict themselves. That sometimes your brand outgrows the goal you set. Let me give you an example. I start a fashion line. I'm selling only female clothes. All of my fonts say soft, romantic, easy, pink, and everything. Feminine. Now, if along the line I get an expansion and I get a new business partner that wants us to expand the line to have female and male clothing, it's just right for me to rebrand totally and tweak my brand to a welcoming brand that takes in male and female. So you see now, that's against the quote of branding is constant. Exactly. So it depends on the scenario.
What that quote really
above that,
getting at, sorry to interrupt. I think really what that quote is getting at is that marketing is more versatile than branding. Like it changes more. It changes more than
constantly than branding.
Yes, definitely. Marketing changes every time. I wrote a marketing plan like maybe towards the end of last year, and the brand was not ready, and I started to write like last week again, and the the plan has changed because of things have happened. This marketing thing is, you are dealing with humans. As a creative, you need to think outside the box. You need to think more than humans will think, because you are selling to them. You want to wow them. If you are going to wow them, you have to do extraordinary. So when you're writing marketing plan, you have to sit and think deep. Yeah. So now the plan right now has totally changed because things have happened, incidents have happened, actions have happened, events have happened that have tweaked or have changed or have played a role in the mind of the persons I'm writing to. The actions I was writing before cannot sit or cannot fit in now. So that's how it is. That's how it is for products. That's how it is for service. If you're selling shoes, you have a food business, you run a cafe, you run a business, you run a startup, anything, your marketing will constantly change every time. Your plans will change, your strategy change, your activation will change, the goal you want to achieve will change constantly. But your branding is more is there.
It stays for a longer time.
Exactly.
I think another thing about marketing and brand is that marketing kind of depends on the brand. To an extent, as much as it changes with, like, as I mentioned, with how human beings change and perceive things one way or another. But at the end of the day, it still has to be in line with what your brand stands for.
That actually makes sense, because I don't know if you guys know, Kudi rebranded to Number. And like when I was going through their IG page, I noticed that there was a difference in how they marketed from before when they were Kudi and when they are now Number. Even to their t-shirt designs, their concepts, the way they work with influencers and all of that. So I guess like because they rebranded, their strategies, their marketing strategy changed. So rebranding can also affect your marketing strategy.
Yes.
Yeah. There was a client that we had once, and I was conversing with this client, trying to explain to him the importance of the branding and like what the brand actually entails, from branding strategy, like marketing strategy and all. And then he said brand strategy and marketing strategy is vague. What would you say to that kind of person? Like after you have done all the explanation and everything, you've had calls, and then they end up just saying that everything, all these people are saying is just vague. What would you say to that kind of client?
Okay. He says the marketing strategy is vague. First thing is, I think marketing is one of the most precise things ever. Vague means imprecise. I don't know. All marketing plans I've written, I wrote them with accuracy and precision, dated with dates, because I mean precision. You're writing plans and you're marketing your product to human beings. You understand? So marketing cannot be vague to me. That kind of plan, you just need to make sure they understand where you're coming from. A lot of persons don't have deep. That's why we're professionals now. Marketing can actually be precise. They say vague when it even comes to numbers. How many this thing can you get? How many this can you get? No. There are different levels of marketing. That's the thing. Sales and marketing they are different. So sometimes when clients say, oh, well, if you do this Instagram promotion or this paid ads, how many customers will I get? It's deeper than that, trust me.
Yeah.
I think it's also why the only thing that platforms can assure you is like reach. That's really the only metric they can assure you of.
But the thing is now that clients need to understand that from reach starts something.
Yeah.
Exactly. If I have a design and it reaches this number of persons, it goes back to my foundational point. Marketing is psychology. Why big brands do billboard adverts? It's not because of they don't know you know the product, but because of they want the product to be constantly in your mind.
That's it.
That's what marketing does for you. Keeps reminding your clients that if they need this service, you are the go-to person. It gets so crazy that you are registered in your mind as the go-to person that if they ever need it, you are the first person they're reaching out to. Some persons, when you see big brands, billboards everywhere, because when you're in traffic, when you're thinking of anything, they want you to grab first a bottle of Coke, a bottle of Biggie, a bottle of Pepsi, or they want you to grab Biggie, Gala sausage, anything. That's why they do those billboard adverts. That doesn't convert directly to sales. It converts to awareness, converts to exposure. Your product is being exposed to a new crowd, or it's constantly exposed, or your existing clients are reminded that this product exists. So if you're a plumber and you're running ads, that means I won't have plumbing issue every time, but I've been seeing your ads every time. So when I have plumbing issue, you're the first person I'm calling.
Yeah, that also answers that question that people used to ask, that why is Coca-Cola still advertising? Why is Pepsi still paying whiskey money to promote their brand? Those kind of questions that people ask. There's another quote I have, which says, branding comes first, marketing comes next. What's your opinion?
Yeah, that's true. Branding, yes. Yeah, you should never market a business that is not branded, first to start with.
Exactly.
So that answer.
Because that perception that you're trying to create, it won't be created because they can't tie it to anything. They can't tie it to any visuals.
Yes, exactly.
There's nothing that will remind them of it,
Exactly.
You have lots of businesses that are marketing themselves, branding place per se. They're mostly concerned with sales and all of that. What would you now say to that? Because some people are not even looking to create any perception per se in the mind of people. They're just I don't know.
They're just looking for money.
Yeah, exactly. The only thing I can say to that person or any business that is doing that is that if you stop that and you brand and market afterwards, I promise you minimum of 2.5 sales of what you're having now. That's just it.
Yeah, that brand will skyrocket.
Exactly. It's just normal. It's normal now. Do you know? Let me give you a scenario. I sell apple on the street. I sell branded apple. Branded apple gives me an identity. Yeah. So that means when next I want to, or somewhere I need to get apple. If I send my son, help me buy Casali apple. He's even for me buy apple. So like that means I identify your product first. So first it's coming to my head because you have given a lasting impression already. Like you're giving a mark. Oh, now the person that sells apple in the wheelbarrow, with a person that sells apple in a paper bag, with all of the branding, putting in notes, something like an apple a day keeps doctor away, all those things. And the thing again is when you brand, doesn't mean you should leave your products just like that. Branding is not a cheap point for your product not to be perfect. Because no matter how you brand or how you market, if your product
has to make sense.
Exactly. Your product is not good. There's nothing the brand marketers or the growth marketers can do in that space. Your product is not just good. That's true. But I've introduced your product to people, but they are not coming back.
When you mentioned that, I even just wanted to mention that's even like the, how do I put it? The negative side to the hidden negative side to branding. If you have a bad product, a very loud brand, you're setting yourself up for.
Exactly.
That's true. That's actually true.
It's like the
amount of backlash you get.
The woman sends her son to buy me. Okay, help me find X apple, but don't buy Y apple. Do you get?
Yeah. That's so cool. Branding is powerful, man. Like how happened to Flutterwave recently. Like that whole issue that happened now is forever tied to Flutterwave.
Exactly.
Like even if they change the system, if they change the CEO, they change everybody inside, it is still going to be tied to Flutterwave.
Yes, and it happened because of it is Flutterwave now. They've built a brand for themselves. Exactly. We don't know the true story of anything that happened. I'm sure something like that may have happened with smaller companies, but it didn't go far because maybe those ones they've not attained the brand peak Flutterwave has attained. So that's the effect of branding. As you're building your brand, you should be building your products.
And be building your systems as well.
Exactly.
I'm saying it's basically the same. It's similar to how people obsess over maintaining their reputations.
Yeah, that's now where we start talking about personal branding. You get all these celebrities, influencers, they're actually personal brands. So it's the same thing that applies, but it's just that instead of branding a business, now you're branding a person. Do you get?
Yeah.
So when people are really concerned about their outlook, how they carry themselves when they're going out in public, it's all branding. The first episode we had, I actually used that to explain branding so that people can understand better. The face is the identity of the brand, which is the person, and then that perception is what people think of you as in character wise and how you behave and stuff like that. Because I feel like there was really no simpler way to explain branding to people that don't have an idea of what branding is. So yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so this podcast has been very, very insightful. I'm so happy that we got to share a lot of things, and I hope that we're able to reach some people out there that are having confusions with marketing and branding, and probably finding solutions to how they can help their business to scale, or make their business to scale rather. So thank you so much, Ayobami, for being on this podcast and educating us, because we've also learned as well. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And do you want to say something?
Besides thanks, thank you for coming around, for sharing your experiences, the explanations and everything, the deep dives. I know we're able to sort out a couple of misconceptions here, so we appreciate this a lot.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate. I always look forward to sharing my experience, sharing my knowledge, looking to have discussions with persons in the same space. I mean, the knowledge is lost. There's no too much knowledge anyway. From this discussion now, I've learned one or two things. So I mean, I'm open to helping persons around their businesses, helping persons starting up their brands. If you have issues, you have marketing problems, I'm open to discussions on how we can help you and all of those things. So I mean, thanks for having me.
That's awesome. So if there's anyone here listening to this podcast that would like to link any of us on this particular podcast, on this particular episode, all the links will be provided down below in the description. You can always reach out to me through Seriphics and reach out to Ayo and ask questions that you may have, and we can definitely help you to set up your business branding and marketing wise. Thank you so much for joining this episode, and we'll see you in our next one. Bye guys.